Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our quest to make some Swiss chocolate. Starting off trying to get the cows set up. I'm hoping we can get to the point where we can buy some cows today. We will be able to if we can get the contract up here finished today. So we'll see. We're going to run up the tedder up here real quick. We just finished subsoiling our own field to get ready to plant our own grass. And then we're going to go ahead and get up here and get this tedded up. The one good thing about cows and grass and all that kind of stuff is that you don't... I don't know how it works with seasons, but at least in 19, you didn't really need the grass every crop. Like, you get enough grass and hay and stuff like that, and silage, I guess, specifically, to, you know, to maybe do a little bit of crop rotation, grow like a cash crop in the middle there and stuff like that. So we'll see how it works with seasons, see if that is still the case, or depending on how much our cows will actually eat and all that nature, but something to think about. Looks like our mower is done, so we are going to get up here, and unfortunately we cannot use the mower for anything else. That is the one bad thing about having the specialized mower, but should be all right. All right, we're going to see if you can just go as is. Unfold. Too bad we don't have our own grass ready, because I would love to use that mower for our own grass. All right, let's go ahead and go, worker. We may have to come back and clean it up later, but we'll let him do at least his part, and then we'll come back and see what happens after that. All right, you are, well, not quite ready. Come on. You need to lower. Turn on. And go forward. All right, cool. Done. I don't really need to run you all the way back. There's no point. We're not going to use you for any of our stuff, so I'll just stick you over here in the corner and continue on with our what we're doing. So you're doing the tedding just fine. It's gonna be a lot of hay. It's gonna be good for us. You're still doing rocks. I mean, I really need to get you over there working on that contract. That contract's better for us. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Dismiss the worker. I think I'm wasting money with this, aren't I? I thought you needed to go back and forth. I thought that was just a graphical effect. I think actually what it might be, although it's kind of weird that the rocks keep disappearing at certain angles. I think it is, if you roll over the rock packs themselves, that's all you actually need to do. I could be wrong. If you guys know for sure, please feel free to correct me. I'm thinking we can, like, target some of these. And honestly, at the end of the day, if we miss a few piles, is that really going to mess things up too badly? I mean, I know it can damage your equipment. Don't know at what, you know, what that rate is, like what that looks like. If one little pile of rocks gets left, is that going to have a high chance of damaging your equipment, or is it just a low chance? Some of these do look like small rocks. Some of these look like bigger rocks. Could just be perception, and I probably just need to see both of them side by side to remember exactly what the big rocks versus the small rocks looks like, but please feel free to let me know which rocks these actually are based on your own experience. I mean, maybe it is faster to just do back and forth paths, because I'm sure I'm missing tons of them, but it just feels like in theory I could target these a little better. I don't know. Guess I should try the roller just to see if it will. You know what? I know it's going to be expensive-ish, but it will let us know for sure if these are big rocks or small rocks, and just so we know for the future. So I'm going to get this over here. We're going to, yep, hold you up. Just going to park you over here by the building for now. I just picked up quite a few rocks. I'm going to grab the roller, which I haven't bought yet, or leased yet. We'll go and grab it. I mean, I think we will use the roller at some point for some things. So I don't think it's a complete waste. I just don't think we needed it this early, unless it will take care of those rocks. I do want these other fields here, though. 2019, these are going to be some good fields for us at some point. Maybe do some sort of sugarcane or I don't know. I mean, sugarcane or sugar beets. I think the sugar beets are a little easier. Sugarcane goes pretty slow, but it gives you a whole ton of production. Like you go through like one pass of sugarcane, you've got like a full trailer. Let's see here. Let's grab the roller. I guess there's only two. We'll grab the cheaper one for whatever cheapness it is. $2,000 is $2,000, but I mean, if it helps us go faster, then it just gets us rolling sooner. It wouldn't surprise me if it rolled under some of the stones and not the others. Like there's some small and some large in this mix. But again, it's just really hard to tell without being able to see them side by side for comparison. Our tedding's almost done over there. I'm trying to run over my own field over here, so I've got to be careful not to do that. All right, switch over a little bit. Oh wow, these are way wider than I was giving them credit for. All right, lower roller. Oh, that's cool. That kind of rotates it forward like that. Let's see, does that get rid of the rocks? Does not. Does that get rid of that little tiny pile? Does not. Am I wrong that the roller is the thing that even does it in the first place? Or are these just big rocks? I feel like they look like big rocks to me, but I just don't know without, like I said, side by side. Yeah, I don't think this is doing anything. Although I'm going to look, I wanted to do one pass just to see what the field looks like. Like it does give us a seed bed. So that tells me that the rolling might still be worth something, right? What is a seed bed? I'm going to look it up. Because I get the concept of seed bed, literally a bed to put seeds on. I mean, like a place to put the seeds. It's like a prepped soil for seeds. But what is a seed bed in relation to this game? Let's see here. Farming Simulator. My phone will let me spell 22. Go phone, go. My phone suddenly doesn't have a connection. Oh, I was like, what did I just do that was making that happen? It was the triggers. I was like, what? Farming Simulator 22 seed bed. Oh, my phone is having difficulties. I am in a basement, and so I don't have a good phone signal, but I should be getting Wi-Fi signal at least. I mean, do I bother doing the rest of this? Do I go pick up the rocks first? All right, so stubble, tillage, seedbed, rolled seed. What are the differences? All right, here we go. Wow, that's a long question. Oh, wait a minute. Is it in the help section? I thought sworn I've looked for seedbed before, but maybe I just missed it. Or maybe it wasn't relevant at the time. Is it under improved yield or cultivating, sowing, harvesting? No. Okay. Improving yield. So we know fertilizer. It's easy. Done that before. We know lime and herbicide. Cool. There's 3 ways to do the weeds. Spraying herbicide, using a weeder, or using a hoe. Okay. Using a mulcher on stubble increases the yield by 5%. Great. Another set of tool that helps you improve the yield are rollers. Grass rollers push small stones back into the ground and provide you with one stage of fertilization. Rollers for fields also remove small stones and further increase your yield by 5%. So that 5% for each, huh? I think I thought that was 5% combined. I thought that was all one thing because it's one paragraph, but it's two separate steps of 5%. I think that's the part I was missing. When cultivating and plowing your fields, there's always a possibility of stones being dug up. Be careful when driving over them with your tools and vehicles as they can get damaged. Smaller stones can be removed with a roller, while bigger stones need to be collected. Use a stone picker to collect the stones on your fields and sell them at the debris crusher. Okay. So it does look like we're getting something from the seed bed. Maybe I'm wrong. We may just roll it anyway because we've already got it, and it's like 3 passes. But I'm going to park this over here. We're going to do the stone picking up. Continue that for a second. And then we will go from there. Because I do want to get the stones off. And I think if I get the stones off this first time, I don't think they're going to come back too frequently. I think it's because I had to do the subsoiling. Normally for grass, we're just going to be mowing and stuff. And I don't think there's no reason why would the stones come back if all we're doing is mowing grass, right? Even normal cultivating, I don't think pops up stones. I do think I'm going to just let the worker do it because I think it's going to be too hard for me to chase down every single individual stone. We'll just let the worker do his thing. And it's going to take a little while. It's going to cost a little bit more than it should. But once it's done, I think it'll be done. So we'll see. All right. You are good. You are still tedding. Still really would like another tractor for myself. Just as something else to do some stuff. But what would it do right now? As long as we're doing this, there's not much else we can do, right? Is this messing up my seedbed, by the way? That would be useful information to know if the order matters. I think it is. Right? I see a little strip of blue there. Where it's going back to cultivated. Pretty sure that is exactly what's happening. It's hard to see because I'm zooming as much as I can be. But I think that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, because I can see it's rolled. It looks like nice furrows. Small furrows, whatever. But with the roller, it looks like it's chewing that up a little bit. So I think that might be the situation. All right, that's fine. We'll come back and we'll do that again. The roller does not take long at all, so it will be easy for us to do. I guess I can dismiss you at least. I can do this part myself. Save us a little bit of money. Heading's easy. Look at the mountains as we're driving along. One good thing about driving a tractor on a big field like this, or any big field or anything like that, you can look at the scenery and know you're not going to run into anything. It's a wide open field. Now you obviously have to make sure you're going in a straight line, but I think most tractors, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most of them, especially the modern tractors, have like don't they have like a little bit of a steering lock to make sure you're staying straight on a straight path? In fact, I think even really modern tractors like have full-on GPS where you can just plug in certain coordinates for the dimensions and the size of your field, stuff like that, and it'll potentially do a lot of the autopilot yourself, so because it knows how far to go and where to go. I could be wrong. I thought I heard somebody say something about that once. I think this is going to be a good little tractor for us. I actually, it's kind of growing on me a bit. It's very red, to be fair, but it's kind of seems like a fully capable tractor. It's got a lot of good customizations. Wide wheels, narrow wheels, wheel weights, all that kind of stuff. Front loader attacher, I should say, and, well, I guess both. Front attacher and front loader attacher. Two separate things. So yeah, I think this is it's going to be decent. I mean, it's not super powerful, although we do have the lowest, I think, power engine in here. We can go up a couple more steps, so it'll definitely get the job done. And even if we get to a point where we need a bigger tractor, I think this one will be our front loader tractor for quite a while, because I think it'll be able to do that job pretty nicely for quite some time. Now for the total mix rations, there's two ways to do that. As far as like vehicles, you can get the trailer that you pull behind and you just fill up with, bales and stuff like that to mix it up. Or you can do, there's the little tractor thing. And I think I looked at that earlier. That has like, to me, it looks like a vacuum cleaner. It's got this little front attachment that sucks it up and then throws it into the back. I like that one a lot because that one's really, really good at, even for this stuff right here. Once you windrow it, or even without windrowing it, honestly, you don't have to windrow it. Obviously, it's a little bit easier if you do. You can just come over these piles of hay and just suck all the hay up into the back, and then just go pick up a little bit of straw and then pick up a little silage, and you're done. You don't even have to like use a front loader or anything like that at all. Kind of funny that we're using a contract tractor for all our farm work, and we're using this tractor for all this so far. We'll probably have to use the contract tractor for the baler, though. It's a pretty beefy baler. I think that baler is bigger than this tractor, actually. Love the scenery out here. So cool. It's definitely one of my favorite maps from that context. I like the Elm Creek map just in general, of like how it's laid out. But I like this map just the way it looks. I have to get all of this. In fact, some of this isn't going to count for us because it's it's off the field technically, but we're just going to run up this angle real quick. Just get it. If it gets included, it gets included. If not, no big deal. The windrower should be able to be run with this tractor, so we should be able to take care of that just fine. And as I've mentioned in previous episodes, I'll mention it again just in case you don't know or didn't watch those. You can, it's okay if there's a little bit of grass mixed in there or kind of on the field. The baler, at least from my experience, picks whatever product it gets the most of. So if it starts with a little bit of grass and then it picks up a whole bunch of hay, the whole bale will just be hay. So you kind of get some free hay that way in a little weird way, but I mean, it's not like it's enough to matter. And vice versa is true, though, as well. So if you did a whole bunch of hay, or you did a little bit of hay and then you rode over a bunch of grass, I mean, I think it should switch back to the grass at that point as well. So you have to be a little careful because sometimes you can lose. Like I've lost silage that way. I had a little bit of silage and then actually picked up a little bit of something else, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. I can't remember exactly. And suddenly, 1,000 liters of silage turned into 4,000 liters of grass quick in a hurry because I picked up a few thousand liters of grass. Oh, no, that wasn't for the baling. It had to have been hay. Because the silage you can't pick up with the baler. What am I thinking? Oh, I think it was, it's the total mix ration machine that I'm thinking of for the silage. The total mix ration machine, if you, once it becomes total mix ration, you can technically break it back apart in a weird way. And there's ways for like you to, if your total mix ration was at a higher percentage of silage, which is the expensive stuff. The silage is the most expensive thing to get. So that, in a way, they're all fairly easy to make, to be fair. But it is the most expensive one that you could sell. So to me, it's the highest value. I think it was something like where the silage went in at like 30%. And then when I spit it back out, it came out in like 20% of the ratio. So it was like I lost some silage or something like that. Something along those lines. The baler thing, though, I mean, again, works with the hay stuff that I was mentioning, but yeah, unless I'm wrong, you can't pick up silage in a baler. That was a misspeak or a misremembering of what exactly had happened. Look at that thing is massive. It is like twice the size of this tractor, that baler. It is insane. It's a bit big, too. I mean, it's a little bit probably too big for this tractor, but we'll make it work. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna drive around the circle the way, however I feel like it. This is my town, right? I'm gonna own this town. I don't know. It sounds so full of myself at the moment. This is an interesting windrower, though. I mean, a lot of the wood rollers have the... Excuse me. Sorry. I love that your car is indestructible and can flip up a tractor like that. I mean, a lot of the wood rollers are like the propeller blades and stuff. This one is obviously more of a... is it a belt system, maybe? Is that what you would call this? Like it sucks it up onto a belt and then the belt moves it to the middle, I guess. I do like it. I think it's cool. It's very sleek. Nice and big though too. It'll get this job done quick in a hurry. These roads are quite narrow. Oh, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. There you go. You got it. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, this one's actually called a merger. It's not even a windrower. It's a merger, which, okay, fair. Lower it. Oh, is it just going to go to the center there? I don't know if I was expecting that. That's going to make a massive pile. So we're going to do one half this way, and the other half, I'm assuming, will go from the other side. All right, fair enough. Go. Your thing. It's pretty cool, though. How it sucks it up and then it just gets on a conveyor belt, and there it goes. I like it. It's cool. All right. You're still picking up rocks because... Yeah, sure. That's it. So that's all we've got over here. I mean, I could do this part myself too, but honestly, I'm hoping we're close to finishing the rocks. We've got 1,298 liters of rocks here. They don't sell for very much. They sell for like, let's see, where is it? It's going to be in here. Somewhere in here. Stones. No selling point. Oh. Well, never mind. We can't sell the rocks anyway. Normally you can. It is not... I can't imagine it's going to be worth us buying a crusher. Let's see here. Construction. What would it be? A center production? Maybe? A selling point? Yeah, right there. Oh, this is a supermarket. It looked like a crusher right there. It's just a weird angle on the supermarket. Crusher is 10,000. It's not worth it because I think we will get... I want to say it's like 50 maybe dollars per 1,000 liters. So if we got $2,000, that's $100. We would have to sell what, 100 loads of stones to pay this thing off. That's if we're still here after the 100th load of stones. I'm hoping this series is almost done by then. So hopefully that doesn't come to be. So we're not gonna buy the debris crusher. We'll just... I actually don't know what we'll do with the stones. I think this thing will continue to work and pick up stones if it's full. So we may just ignore them completely. You know, whatever. I'm starting to feel like we might be pretty close to good enough. I'm going to check something though. Let me see. Is it even picking anything up while it's running over nothing? No, it's just when it rolls over the stones. So it really should just be something that just runs back and forth. Or runs over the specific piles of stones, to be honest. But the only way to know that you got them all is to be more methodical. There's a bunch of stones on this end of things. It's kind of weird. I wonder if there's like a formula that, okay, maybe half of it's got more stones than the other half. I do wish, I say I wish. I don't know how good it was. It was different to have the what is it, efficiency farming or whatever they called it, when they came out with the Erlengrat map in 19. Where you could drop down and you could do the scans of the soil, see what kind of soil it was, and different soil, you know, types had different production abilities and things like that, which felt, you know, a bit more realistic to me. Not all soil is going to be, you know, copy paste exactly the same. You're going to have different, you know, kind of gradients to the soil qualities and stuff like that on any farm. That's perfectly logical and makes perfect sense. But I wonder if something like that existed, if maybe some types of soil if they were to put it back in this game, which I thought I heard they might be putting it back in one of the DLCs. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Please don't quote me on that. I think that it's just, I might have thought I saw it read somewhere, but I might have misunderstood. But anyway, it would be interesting if like some of the types of soil had more rocks or bigger rocks, and then other ones had more smaller rocks and stuff like that. Like there's different consistencies of soils that had different quantities and types of rocks that could pop up and things like that. Let me get out of here. How much more do we have left? We got a couple over here. I got most of the ones over here. I might be able to chase down the rest of these myself. I mean, there's only a few in the middle here. I feel like I can, right? I mean, come on. Let me dismiss the worker, lower the stone picker upper, pick it up. Let's just see if I can get around here and pick up most of these myself. I wish there was an easy way to know for sure. Like, hey, yes, there are stones or there's not stones. Looks like I only have to kind of clip the edge of them to count, so maybe that'll save us a little bit of time. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Hey, Crow, tell me if there's any more stones up here, please. Got a bird's eye view. Like an easier way to... I mean... Does this work? Am I able to... I mean, if I get a certain angle, I can kind of see them. I think we got both of them there. Kind of just doing figure eights out here in the field. There's a few over here. It's like certain angles, like the light hits it or something and I can see it better, but certain camera angles I can't. That's a little weird. I mean, I don't think that's... It's not like realistic, obviously, but it's all right. Pick up the rest of these over here. Missed that one. Just making circles in my field. It is kind of funny. I can draw pictures. I'll spell something out. My stone picking up will spell Broyar. Oh, come on. I thought I clipped the edge of that one. I need like a really tight turning tractor for this. Give me a little tiny tractor just for this part right here alone. Actually, you know, I wonder, there might have been. Is there like a actual just a tractor that just does this? Like a, or not, I guess it wouldn't be a tractor, like a machine that just does this. I'm not seeing anymore. Trying to like wave back and forth, see if the light catches something else. I think we're good. And honestly, if we're not, surely we're good enough, right? Surely. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring this over here. I'm going to park this back here. If we're not going to use this very often, I'm going to hold on to it for now just because it's pretty cheap. But I don't want it to be in my main garage right now just because it's just not going to be something we're going to use too often. I can back this up straight. It's kind of weird since it's at a little bit of an angle. All right, good enough. I'm going to be able to get that roller. Just realized I kind of parked that in a funny spot. Should really go grab the baler, but rolling this real quick will not take long. And then we can go do the baling, and we're at least good on this field. And then once that other guy's done, he can come over here and do the seeding. Actually, how close is he? If he's already done, I might swap over now. He's got a little ways to go. Hopefully that's getting the edge there. All right, we'll get the worker to roll this, and then we'll check on the other guy. We'll get the baling started, and we'll hopefully get some... I wanted to have cows this episode. I'm sorry, guys. The rock stuff... Well, this stuff over here is taking a while. It just takes a while to do this. But we are at the baling point, so I might be able to go ahead and get cows, and I don't think they'll starve to death right away. So that's always a possibility. I'll make sure I do enough between episodes so that we can definitely have cows next episode. So apologize for not getting them this episode. We'll get there though. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Again, as usual, if you like this video, want to see more of these, like the uniqueness or the kind of the specialization of this episode, please let me know, or the series, I should say. Likes are always helpful, comments, whatever. I do appreciate you guys watching though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.